Hello guys, welcome back to Coding. So guys, I hope you all are taking care and enjoying the videos that I'm posting for you, understanding each and every concept and making it clear for you so that it's easy for you to understand. So in today's lesson, what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss about network security. What are different things that involve authorization, authentication, what are different related terms that are required with network security, how we need to be protected from viruses, what do you mean by viruses, what are different laws that have been passed, everything we're going to learn in this video. So guys, if you're new to my channel, please do like it, share and subscribe to my channel. Already on my YouTube channel, I've posted short videos, Excel tricks, Python, C++, Java, SQL, everything you are going to get it over here, free content and everything possible that is really needed for you. So guys, please do support, like, share and subscribe. So let's get started with the video without wasting any time and understand each and every concept. Very first thing, now what do we mean by network security? Now as we know that networking offers us like number of opportunities for every users and we are convenienced with it to use everything. But whenever we are provided so many things, there are some benefit also and there are some risk also. So these risks are basically network security. Means sometimes your data will be searched by unauthorized users who are not really the authorized users of that particular database or the information that we are getting. So under this type of security mechanism like authorization, authentication, encrypted smart card, biometrics and firewall etc. are implemented. So basically the problem encounter under network securities are summarized into three categories. Number one is physical security hole. So basically when I'm talking about physical security hole, what do you mean by physical security hole? When individual gain unauthorized physical access to a computer and tamper with files. Hackers do it by guessing passwords of various users and then gaining access to the network system. So basically what happens in physical security holes means all of the content is taken by the unauthorized user. Now suppose say, let me give you a simple example. Now your phone is present over here or your laptop is present over here. Now what is someone doing? Trying to guess some passwords and enter into it and just tampering your data, deleting your data or moving into some other place. किसी के पास भी आपके अनऑथराइज पर्सन के पास आपका फोन चला गया, उसने क्या करा, फिजिकली उसको क्या खराब करने की कोशिश करी, कुछ चीजें डिलीट करने की कोशिश करी या कुछ मूव करने की कोशिश करी. दैट इज कॉल्ड फिजिकल सिक्योरिटी होल. Second, we have software security hole. Whenever I'm talking about software security hole, when badly written programs or privileged softwares are compromised into doing things that they should not be doing, that is called as software security hole. अब software security holes का simple example क्या है? जैसे कुछ हमारे पास मोड applications होती है, कुछ भी होती है. So basically they add virus or they are something that provide us network security. That is why it's always recommended not to use some mode application because they are not really good because they are software security holes. Third, we have inconsistent usage hole. When a system administrator assemble a combination of hardware and software, that the system is seriously flawed by a form of security point of view. Now, whenever I'm talking about incomplete usage, inconsistent usage holes, basically it means कि जो administrator है वो क्या है, properly चीज़ों को manage नहीं कर रहा है, assemble नहीं कर रहा है चीज़ों को, और जिसके वजह से क्या हो रहा है, वो network properly work नहीं कर रहा है, तो वो क्या है, breach कर सकता है. It can lead to some security issue. So that is the other type of fault. So the next point, like what are the protection method that involved? Number one is authorization. Basically, authorization determines whether the service provider has granted access to the web service to the requester. So basically, authorization is just telling us the required credentials that are required whenever I want to enter into some. Basically, authorization provided by the user with a legal login ID. If the user is able to provide a legal login ID, he is considered an authorized user. अब सबसे बेस्ट एग्जांपल इसका, सपोज आप जीमेल यूज कर रहे हो. अब जीमेल में क्या, इफ यू नो द यूजर नेम, the Gmail ID and also the password, then you are able to log in into that Gmail ID. But if you are trying to enter someone else Gmail ID and they have provided a two-factor authentication, so then that case what you are not a proper authorization. So first method is authorization. Second is authentication. Authentication ensures that each entity involved in using a web service, the requester, the provider and the broker, is whatever it claims to be, involves accepting credentials from the entity and validating them against an authority. Now, authentication is also termed as password protection and is authorized user is asked to enter a valid password. अब authentication क्या होगी? When you're talking about authentication, basically it is password protected. Now, as I talked about Gmail only. Now, whenever you are entering your Gmail ID, now Google will check that whether you are the desired person only who is entering that password. Like अब वहाँ पे हमारे पास टू फैक्टर ऑथेंटिकेशन खोली तो उसने उसको येस टैप करने को कहा. अगर आप वो person हो that is using that, then only we will be able to click on that yes tab. So basically that is called as authentication, allowing you to do that desired task. Third, encrypted smart card. Passwords in a remote login session generally pass require an encrypted form. Can simply record it or can be later used as maliciously. So an encrypted card is a handheld smart card that can generate a token that a computer system can recognize. Now, when I'm talking about encrypted smart card, it's similar to like a using a one-time password. Like वहां पे आपका से टोकन होगा. As soon as you're going to generate it, so what you can do, you can enter it and that cannot be used later. अब OTP क्या होता है, एक वन टाइम पासवर्ड होता है. आपने एक बार नंबर एंटर किया, वो दोबारा दोबारा यूज नहीं कर सकते, बस उसी टाइम के लिए यूज करना है. दैट इज वाई इट इज ऑलवेज टोल्ड नॉट टू शेयर योर OTPs. Next, biometric system. So basically the biometric system form the most secure level of authorization because it tells us a unique identity. A biometric system is basically with the using of the fingertip. So it refers to the his or her identity with the help of the fingertip. Next we have firewall. So basically the system designed to prevent unauthorized access to form a private network that is called as a firewall. So firewall can be implemented in both hardware as well as the software. So basically different types of firewalls are like packet filter, second is application gateway, third is circuit level gateway, proxy server. So these are some type of firewall. Means they will work accordingly. Packet filtering will effectively packet filter the data so to avoid IP spoofing. Application gateway will move us through different protocols and provide better understanding of it. Circuit level gateway provide mechanism when a connection is established. Once the connection has been established, packets can flow. Next, we have the proxy server will intercept all message entering and leaving the network. Means जो basically ये हमारे पास चार टाइप ऑफ फायरवॉल है, वो पैकेट को फिल्टर करेंगे, एप्लीकेशन का गेटवे बताएंगे, सर्किट का गेटवे बताएंगे और प्रॉक्सी सर्वर की मतलब कौन से मैसेजेस एंटर हुए हैं, कौन से मैसेजेस रिमूव हुए हैं. सो दिस इज द protection method that we use while working with networks. We have is the cookies. Now, some of the related terms that we are going to discuss one by one. Now, one by one is the cookies. So basically, cookie is a message given to a web browser by a web server. The browser stored the message in a text file. The message then sent back to the server each time the browser requests for the server. The main purpose of cookie is to identify users and possibly prepare customized web pages for them. When you enter a website using cookies, you may be asked to fill out the form providing such information as your name and interest. This information is packaged into a cookie and sent to your web browser which store it for later use. अब बेसिकली कुकी क्या है, एक हमारे पास मैसेज है जो किसको होता है, वेब ब्राउजर बाय वेब सर्वर. अब वो क्या करेगा, हमारे से सारी इंफॉर्मेशन ले लेगा और जिस अकॉर्डिंग हमें चाहिए वेबसाइट को वो हमारे को वो प्रेजेंट करेगा. अब दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ कुकी. अब इसका रियल वर्ल्ड एग्जांपल से अगर हम लिंक करें तो क्या होगा, कुकी में अब आपको कोई भी बिस्किट या कुछ भी यूज खा रहे हो आप, तो आपको क्या अलग अलग टेस्ट है, किसी को चॉकलेट फ्लेवर पसंद है, किसी को कुछ है, तो आपने ये कर दिया कस्टमाइज बता दिया कि आपको ये चीज पसंद है, तो आपको क्या है वही प्रोवाइड करेगी. इसी तरह वेबसाइट पे क्या है कि आपसे सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन ले लिया बेस्ड अपॉन योर नेम एंड इंटरेस्ट. सो दे एंटर्ड इनटू अ कुकी एंड प्रोवाइडेड इट टू द वेब सर्वर. So as soon as whenever you will enter that website, it will work accordingly. So that is the purpose of cookie. Basically, cookie has the 6 parameters passed to them: name of the cookie, the value of the cookie, the expiration date of the cookie, the path of the cookie, the domain name of the cookie, the need for a secure connection. So these are some of the 6 parameters to be passed to. Next thing that we have is the hackers and crackers. So basically the crackers are the malicious programmers who break into secure system, where hackers are more interested in gaining knowledge about computer system and possibly using this for knowledge for playful pranks. So basically crackers are those who will enter into a secure system so to access some information or something, but hackers will be just to do pranks or something else. So this is the purpose of hackers and crackers. That we have is the most important part in it, that is the cyber law. So basically cyber law is a generic term which refers to all the legal and regulatory aspects of internet and the world wide web. So basically it provides us anything concerned with relating or eliminating any legal aspects. Cyberspace comes with the ambit of cyber law. The growth of like electronic commerce we are seeing is rapidly increases. So there are more and more laws coming into point so that it helps us to protect against something. So the India cyber laws are contained in Information Technology Act 2000, which was notified on 17 October 2000, and it is based on the United Nations Commission for International Trade related law. So that is basically what is cyber law. Now based upon cyber law, we need to know that what are different types of cyber crimes that are happening. Now next we have is the cybercrime. So basically we have classification of cybercrime into different categories. Number one is tampering with computer source document. Now what I mean by tampering with computer source document means a person who know intentionally hides or destroys the documents, and for instance by providing some virus into the system or removing something with the help of a pen drive, CD or anything. So basically whenever someone is making changes to your file or making some issues with your thing, that is called as tampering. सो इसमें टैम्परिंग में सिंपल सा एग्जांपल है, आपका कोई नोन है, आपको क्या है वो खराब करना चाहता है चीज़ें, तो वो क्या करेगा, पेन ड्राइव से किसी चीज़ से किसी भी तरह से आपकी फाइलों को क्या करेगा, रिकॉर्ड करेगा, खराब करेगा. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ साइबर क्राइम. सेकंड, हैकिंग. हैकिंग is usually understood to the unauthorized access of a computer system and network. So basically when I'm talking about hacking, it is just nothing but whenever someone tries to enter into your system without your authorization, that is called as hacking. Whoever the intent or cause of knowing is that basically the purpose is to provide loss or damage to your desired system. Third, publishing of information which is obscene in electronic form. Now, when I'm talking about publishing of information that is obscene, like providing something publicly which transmits like some material that is really vulgar, or maybe something that is not reliable. So that is all, that whenever something is someone is posting on social media something, or like wherever in electronic form, so that is also based upon cybercrime. Next, we have child pornography. Basically, child pornography is a part of cyber pornography, but it involves basically cybercrime. That is the child pornography. Next, we have assessing protected system. Now, assessing to protected system means like there's a government site or something which is secured, and person is trying at different attempts. So that is also a cybercrime. Next, breach of confidential and privacy. Now, brief of confidential and privacy maybe it could be related to ATM cards, maybe disclosing some personal information, maybe getting some information and disclosing it over here and revealing at himself as a person. That is also a cybercrime. So you need to be aware of these cybercrimes and get yourself protected. Next, we have the IPR. So basically, the term IPR reflects the idea that is the subject matter is the product, mind, or intellect. So that has a commercial value, including copyright property such as literary or artistic work and individual property. So basically IPR is something that we have a copyright over it. So these could be in a form of patents, trademark, graphical instigation, industrial design, layout, etc. So basically whatever thing we are having a copyright of it, that is called as a IPR issue. So whenever someone like post content on YouTube and they are copy pasting someone else content, so they will be having a copyright claim. So that is basically IPR. When we're talking about viruses, basically computer virus is a malicious program that requires a host and designed to make a system sick, such like just like a real virus. Now, whenever this we are having a long pandemic, so we are actually aware about what is a virus. But when it enters into a PC, that is called as a virus. So basically, there are three types of virus: file infectors, boot sector infectors, macroviruses. So basically, what is a file infector? Attach themselves to a program file. Boot sector install themselves or beginning track of a hardware file. Macroviruses infect data file. So means तीन चीजों जो viruses है, file, boot sector और macro, वो क्या करेंगे, अपने accordingly work करेंगे. So now mostly the viruses come from email attachments or any unsolicited messages. So the following are characteristic of virus. It is able to replicate, make changes. It requires a host program. It is activated by external action. Its replication ability is limited to the virtual system. Now, how you can computer viruses be spread? Like you are having some virus in your pen drive, you attach that, you are downloading something from the internet includes virus. So this way it can be occurred. Now, damages that can be caused can destroy your data, can create information leakage, can make possibly your system sick enough so that it could not perform really well. Now, the types of name of some viruses, that is, number one is Trojan Horse. So what is a Trojan Horse? A Trojan Horse is a hidden code in a program such as a game or spreadsheet that looks safe to run but has hidden side effect. Now, whenever you are like downloading some game or something, now it will sound to you that it's totally perfect. But whenever you are going to run there, it will be having some hidden effect that will make you to a virus. Second type of virus that we have is a worm. So basically, a worm is designed to replicate, like basically make changes, and is a self-contained and does not require a host. It is actively weighted by creating processes If it is a network worm, it can replicate across communication links also. So worms will run on their own. That is called as a worm. Next we have spam. Spam refers to electronic junk mail or junk news posting, something that is unnecessary. Like जब भी आप अपनी emails खोलते हो तो उसमें क्या होते हैं, काफी सारे spams होते हैं जो कुछ भी junk data कर रहे हैं. So basically do not ever open that. Just delete that unnecessary spam. No, don't open any unauthorized link, any link that is sent to you, but just check that first of all and then only share it forward. And these are known as spams. Last thing that you need to keep in mind how you can get protected from is, first of all, always you need to scan any file that you have downloaded from the internet. Never boot your system with a pen drive or something that is virus. Protect your disk, use licensed software, use a password protection into your system, regularly make backups, uh, keep on changing your passwords, and install an antivirus software, keep updated with your softwares and antivirus and everything, and try to get rid of the viruses. So this is all that we understand whenever talking about virus protection and everything that we are talking about network security. So guys, I hope you must be clear about each and everything that I told you about network security and everything till now that we have learned in network. So this is the whole playlist telling each and everything that are really useful for you. So now I'm soon going to upload some videos based upon the really important questions that are for you, important in the exam, and that could help you really get a unique overview of each and every topic that we have learned in now. So guys, if you like it, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel and keep supporting and share it as much as with your friend so that they can prepare from your exam just by watching the videos. And thank you so much. Keep smiling. Take care.